God, that's loud. Hi, folks. Oh, we're gonna just start off like that.
Hi, thanks for watching. And thanks for clicking on our faces. We're going to be talking about the next episode of She-Hulk. So, She-Hulk episode 2. What did you guys think about it? It was, I will say about these She-Hulk episodes so far. I like the fact that they're about 30 minutes long. It's really not even 30 minutes, not even 30
like
minutes.
Under. Like under.
Yeah, because it's really digestible. You know, it's just enough so you can be like, all right, I saw it. Let's talk about it. But what did you guys think?
I thought it was great. I
Mhm.
thought it was. I thought it was very interesting because we get to see the Hulk family, and
Mhm.
we get to see a little bit more of the Hulk, and we get to see they bring it back to the first movie. That shit was great. The way that they maneuver this whole thing to bring in the first movie and bring everything together is just awesome. Like, I want to see more already. Like, this is just great. They're giving her own story, and they're bringing Hulk in, and then, mind you, we're gonna find out what the hell Hulk's doing in space.
Ooh, jumped right into it.
Yeah, man.
Yo,
I mean, like, oh, like it's all these different little things. It really keeps you captivated. Honestly, like this show is the show right now.
To watch it.
This show is competing with the Game of Thrones thing because it's both in the top.
oh,
They're both when you look up the apps,
oh,
they're both in the top tier.
oh.
You know what I mean? Everybody's paying attention to
Okay,
these shows right now.
okay. I
These
didn't. I
shows,
didn't
yeah.
expect
I
that.
mean, listen, go in the apps and you'll see, like, it's the most popular. These two. So hey,
Yeah, but what's the gap between first and second place? Because they aren't neck and neck. I doubt it.
Yeah, and I'm not even a Games of Thrones or whatever the show is a fan of it, but I'm pretty sure it's just through the roof. You
oh
know,
no, yeah, of course, because that was the show of the last decade.
Mhm.
Okay,
Naturally.
but this one's a distant second. Distant second. Okay, I can
I
believe it.
I think this is a really fun show, and
It's a
something you
good time.
nailed.
It's a good
Something you
time.
nailed on the head was something you nailed on the head. Jeez, something you nailed.
Definitely.
Some the you nailed on the head. It's digestible. I was able to watch this. This was one of the first shows I was able to watch 3 times in one day. I took it. I was watching it on the van because I'm not able to take notes, so I need to watch it as much as I can, so I'm prepped for the show. And I watch it on the van. I watch it on the train, and then the train ride going back home. And I thought this was a fun episode. I love that we're getting to digest a little bit more into Jennifer. You're starting to see her dig into her own. You see her being totally against being a Hulk. She don't wants to do it, and seeing her be punished for being a Hulk, you start to feel really, really bad for her because she really did the right thing. She saw people in danger. Let me save these people. And then it is like, hey, thanks for saving us, but you're a freak and you're a liability and you need to get out. Um, there's so many things I want to touch into, but we're not going to be able to touch on every little thing. But I just thought it was a fun episode. It was good to also something you said, Vic. They digged into the family. I wasn't able to find a picture of him, but his name is Chad. Total dick.
The brother?
He was like the cousin. No, that's the cousin. Because when the
Oh, I thought
father,
he was all right. Everybody has one of those in the family. I like the dad. He was cool. I like how he gave her that little pep talk, like, yeah, you survived the worst of it, and you just got to keep on going.
you
That
didn't
was a
destroy
really
city.
touching scene.
He said
What
he
you
didn't.
say?
He said he had to remind her you didn't destroy city. I like that callback to her cousin being able who have destroyed everything.
Mhm.
Uh, but something I wanted to dig in there. But I wanted to say I take great notes. How dare you, sir? I wanted to say, and I wish I got a picture, but at first I said there's no way that they cast the dad as the grandfather for Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. Did anyone not think that was the grandfather, the one who woke up?
No,
I
heck
would.
That
no.
was
That
the
man
guy.
is long gone by this point.
That
I know.
was
God
the guy
rest his
from
soul.
I thought they undid the
Crazy.
grave and said, "Hey, you want to roll?"
No,
That was the guy from that
nothing like.
show.
It's in the '90s. I know. What was it called? It was like Stranger Place or something. I forget
No,
what it is, but
Strangers. The guy from
yeah.
I don't know,
Vic, I
Kazakhstan.
didn't watch that. I wasn't born.
Of course not. Yeah.
But a couple
Oh,
things that I thought were really interesting, just
Sure.
like great
Mhm.
directorial choices. And thank God that Jack put a picture in it because it would have been hard to describe. But this scene where you got to see her trying to apply for different jobs after she was,
Like that.
unceremoniously fired for saving the day. So it kind of you can see how the quality or the prestige of the places she was applying to kind of went down and down, which each no. So much so that the last one she was in like would look like a prison.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. Yeah, that really dropped.
She
Yeah.
went to become a public defender, and they still didn't want it. That was crazy.
Yes.
That was crazy.
So I thought it was interesting and really well done. It didn't take much time from the show because again, it's a 30-minute show.
Right.
Less than a 30-minute show. But they did it in such a way that it was quick, but you knew what was going on and it got its point across. I thought that was really smart. I know every show has to have a couple callbacks, but this episode just did a little bit too much callbacks for me. Like even with when she called Bruce on the phone, talking about I'm about to represent, what's his name? Abomination. And Bruce was like, oh, that was a long time ago. I'm a different guy now. Literally. I was like, come on now.
I honestly loved it.
I'm sure you loved it.
I love that. I think it was, go ahead, Vic. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead. I wasn't gonna
No, I love that because it was just, you know what I loved about it now? Like I was saying off air, I said, I feel like now I need to see the Incredible Hulk because it's been so much time has went by. Like when they said they fought in Harlem, I said, Harlem? I thought they fought in Canada. I didn't know where they fought. It's just been so many years. And he got recast. I don't know what all the backstage drama was. But for him to say, I'm a different person, literally, I mean, it breaks the fourth wall. I thought it was funny. I just thought it was funny that they acknowledge all this stuff going on because, like I said, they don't talk about the Incredible Hulk. Like we always go back to events of even when he said, "Oh, they filled me in with super soldier serum." I was like, they didn't call it that. They didn't call it that because there was no even talks of Captain America. Like, that's what I would say. There's a lot of things I felt because I just don't remember the movie, but I did like that callback. They touched on it because they just never touch on it. It's almost like it never happened. It never happened. So I mean,
the thing about it is that it was 2003.
No, that was 2008. He's talking 2003. That movie don't count. The first movie
don't count.
No, it does not. I think I doubt it. I think this one that they did in 2008, that was a reboot.
Okay.
Because they never even mentioned.
I don't know which one counts to the thing, to be honest with you. But
I don't think
the bad guy from the first movie, the fact that they brought him back, I'm just like, wow. They really feel it. They really filling in. They're filling in for this guy. You know what I'm saying? Like they're putting a whole lot of Hulk filler in here, and the fact that she's representing him. Come on, bro. Like, come on, bro.
Look at him. He's even doing that.
And look how much older he looks. He looks mad viejo.
I don't like it. I don't like that they brought him back.
I don't think it's necessary. But I mean, look, they don't have a standalone Hulk movie. They're using her to fill him in. And now look, the cool thing is that he's going away. And the cool thing is that now he's going away. And she's gonna come in and just, do the whole thing. But the reality of the situation is that there's a whole bunch of things that she needs to learn. Like she's not necessarily picking up on her new reality right away. Like she's literally turning into Hulk, not turning into Hulk, and then not necessarily looking at the fact that how everyone else sees her. Everybody's scared of her because they think that she's going to be a problem. You know what I mean? So, but then you have one person that gives her a job, but the job is look at that. You know what I mean? So
she makes that call too.
Yeah.
She's a diversity hire. That's what it's giving.
But what's interesting about this is just that like the type of people that she's going to be representing in the next few episodes is very interesting because who knows what the hell is going to come out. Like at the end of this is just a big question mark because who knows what she's going to do next and who's going to come, who she has to represent because clearly this law firm is just needs to represent the worst of the galaxy. So this is interesting.
My thing is about them bringing back this particular actor for this role. It doesn't make sense to me within the universe of MCU because he's from another movie, right? Completely different actor from the Hulk that we have in this, MCU as of, Avengers Hulk. And the reason why they could do it in Spider-Man was because the whole multiverse thing, yada, yada, yada. Now, he's this guy who's in another multiverse, because again, he's from another movie with another Hulk, is just placed into this universe with no explanation. No one's saying, this is weird. He's just there with no explanation. I think that's odd. And I don't like that they crossed over there with no explanation.
But that's the thing. This is not a multiverse kind of thing.
That's why it doesn't make sense that he's there.
It's this is so if I forgot who played him, Edward Norton, right? Who played the Hulk,
Mm-hmm.
right? If he was still with the MCU, he would have that would have been the whole thing. I don't know. There was a fallout, so pretty much they're still connected. They're still connected because that Hulk is still that Hulk from '08, but just a different actor. If that fills in everything. It's almost like an Iron Man, right? You remember Rhodey wasn't always Don Chino. It was Terry. I forgot his name. Howard. Empire. I forget his name at the moment.
Lucius.
Lucius. Yeah, it was Lucius. But that was the same. That was the same person, but he got recast. But
when did they establish that in this episode? Because I don't remember.
No, it's always been that. It's always been that this was going to be a thing. Because if you look in Incredible Hulk, Tony Stark is at the end credit. He's sitting there saying, I forget who he talks to. It's not.
Yeah, that's true.
But he says that. So this was always this thing was always connected, but we have a different actor. But it was always connected.
I remember.
Okay, so they unvipped him.
Yes, they did. Absolutely. They absolutely did. Like that Aunt Viv didn't come. The only time where multiverse when they collided was when they had that reunion where Universe 616 Aunt Viv and Viv from Universe 69.
Universe 69.
That's the best number I could come up with.
That's why I gave you corn cake.
But yeah, I don't. This episode for me was better than the first episode. I feel like we're on an upward trend. But speaking of the Hulk, right? There was that little.
Thank you.
Oh, hey.
No, I was saying, because he said he was trying to help me out. I didn't mean to cut you off. Go ahead.
But what did you guys think about the Hulk being on like this whole spaceship situation?
I'm interested in this. I sound super excited about it, but I mean, when I saw that, yeah, you see him, because that's the same spaceship that was from the first episode. So he's going back to space. And I try to stay away from like people's reviews and stuff. Something you taught me one time was like, I stay away from this because it could change your thought process. I'm going to give you my authentic and how I feel. But when I saw him in space, first of all, I said, so when the ship was there, what happened? Like when he let his cousin run away and all that stuff, he just happened to be like, oh, shoot, a ship. And he just like, I'm just saying, like, was that the same ship? He just kept it there. But it's intriguing. It's intriguing to me. And it's interesting to see what happened because a lot of talk I'm seeing is Planet Hulk, not World War Hulk, but like it's an interesting. But I'm just sitting there saying I would have loved if it was angry, don't think for nothing Hulk. But we got smart. Although I'm starting to like Smart Hulk because he's just lovable at this point. Like I just want to give him a hug, but I feel like then I would have to go to the doctor, and my medical care is not that good. But
I'm tired of this Hulk. If he's not in any more episodes, I wouldn't be mad.
I think they're gonna do it. I'm over them.
Well, I guess he's just CGI at this point, so I guess they can bring him back however long they want, as long as Mark Ruffalo want to provide the vocals. But yeah, I'm good without having the first Hulk. But
I think this Hulk is gonna be.
But if you look,
I mean, truth be told, I think the spaceship is leading to him just showing off more tech stuff. I think he's gonna be like another Tony Stark.
I wanted to get
more gadgets, more gizms, and all of that, and working with Peter Parker and making all kinds of crap. That's what I think is gonna happen.
We're getting on the chat. A lot of people are saying Planet Hulk. I think Sakaar is the son. I know that much. So maybe some in space. Then now we're gonna get introduced to another Hulk. I'm saying his name all wrong because in the comics they try to add little stuff from the comics, but in the comics when he goes into space. They send him away in this World War Hulk. I forget the name of the thing. He ends up having a son, so maybe that's what they're going for.
Who's the Hulk's? Okay, this is what I wanted to know.
Sure, let's talk about it.
Who is the Hulk's baby mama? Who is laying it down on the Hulk and got pregnant? Who is it?
I don't know, but I want
Black Widow.
God. It's the sister. It's the sister.
It's the sister.
I mean, it's somebody that could take his blood. So, yep.
The cousin?
You know what? I'm going to be really immature. Vic said something really funny.
Primo se prima.
Yes.
Vic, you said something really hilarious. You said someone who takes his blood. I think someone who could really take something else from the because golly.
It's the cousin. I'm telling you, Disney Plus is on some agenda.
Hey, Corey.
Man, it's the third cousin that he met at the cookout.
Facts.
That's what it is.
Let us know in the comments who the Hulk's baby mama is. Who is his baby mom? If you know, let us know in the comments.
They call the Hulk the green swing. That's what they call her.
But yeah, as far as the bringing back Abomination, I did like though how they
you like his story?
out that okay, yeah, they kind of showed things from his perspective, how he thought he was, working for the U.S. government. He was supposed to be the good guy, and it kind of switched. Even though Disney has been doing that whole the bad guy's not really the bad guy type situation for a while, but they also flipped it on his head at the very end when they pointed out, hey, he actually broke out of prison.
I wanted to know. This is where I guess I was trying to figure out where we at in the timeline here. Because if anyone saw Shang-Chi, that's the first time we saw Abomination in God how many years, right? And I'm sitting there saying, oh, this must have been just around this time. Because, Shang-Chi came first. So I'm saying this must have been just before Shang-Chi. Technical difficulty. See the Superior will be right back, ladies and gentlemen. Or just gentlemen in the chat. But you see this. You see this. So I'm trying to figure out in the timeline. So I'm saying this probably was before Shang-Chi. And she's back. Gentlemen, I almost said ladies and gentlemen. There's never ladies in the comments, but can you hear us? You good? Okay, good. So that's what I was trying to figure out where it's at. So what do you guys think? You think this is just before Shang-Chi, correct?
What? That's the mama? Hold on, we might have a clue as to who the mom is.
Hulk's son is name in the comments. Scar. Is it Scar? I can't pronounce that for nothing.
Scar.
You can't
what
be
were
here.
You saying, Jack?
No, I was saying, what do you guys think this is in the timeline? So, like for me, Wong is the one who's. Oh, okay. There we go.
Wong was putting it on him. No, he was putting it on him. He was handling, freaking Abomination. So just in case he want to start talking funky again, we can call him Wong and have him handle him.
Yeah, Wong really whooped his tail. But that's what I was saying. What do you? This has to be just before Shang-Chi, because I'm saying
no, it's after.
It's after, right? Okay.
Yeah,
I was trying to figure out the time.
Of him fighting
footage. Okay. Right. That makes sense then. Okay. All right.
Yeah, because he was locked up. So yeah, he was locked up for a long time. That makes sense.
That makes sense.
And then he broke out.
But yeah, that was pretty much the main points of the episode. She got fired, got rehired with some stipulations, and found out she had to represent her cousin's would-be murderer. So overall, like I said, I like this episode better than the first episode. I'll be watching episode 3, of course, especially because it's only 30 minutes. Marvel, you outdid yourself with that. I do want to say, I last week I said it was 6 episodes, but I'm wrong. So when I went on Wikipedia, so it's 9 episodes, and I do like the pacing of the show because I don't want to have so much in one episode. Someone I was speaking to a friend. And she said, this episode was too short. But I said, that's good. Because now after seeing episode 2, what's going to happen in episode 3? It's not so much. Now there's this anticipation. And I look forward to seeing episode 3. Like, how is she going to get out of this one? Now that they showed Abomination, he said, he said he wrote a haiku. I thought that was great. Oh, yeah, he wrote a haiku.
He wrote haiku.
He wrote haiku. He just, yeah. No, he's not a changed man. No, because a changed man would not be getting his ass kicked consistently. Because
I said, allegedly, he's in the court of law.
Now that she says that, I am really curious to see what her defense is.
Yeah,
I really want to see her on that stage. You know what I'm saying? And on the lawyer stage, I want to see the type of BS that she comes up with to defend these people. Because wow, the way they're setting this up is awesome.
So you'll have to tune in next week for episode 3 and tune in to us next week because we'll be talking about it right here on UPRE on YouTube. And don't forget to follow us on all of your social medias and follow my page, See the Superior, if you like reaction videos and anime and all of that jazz. And we will see you next week. Bye guys. See ya. See you later.
Thanks for watching, folks.